High spots and cheap pop. Ladies and gentlemen, Silicon Steve Alley with Vladi, the current Purple Nurple champion. And we're talking in the world of professional wrestling. And right now we're going to be talking about All Elite Wrestling, who's putting on some really good programming the last couple of weeks, some great things. So All In is 6 weeks away. Where do you think we're going with these main events? Is that even on your radar yet?
Not really, and it's all right, let's look at CM Punk. Is he going against MJF? Like, what's the deal with the red bag too? Why hasn't he revealed it?
Weird.
Like, what else is involved here? I'm wondering. Like, if it was the championship, he would just have that out already.
But the thing is the way he set it up, what could it possibly be? Like, seriously, what could it possibly be other than a championship? He said, I held this up high the last time I was here.
Right.
Like, what else did he hold up high? And if you look at it, it looks like a belt in the bag, like the shape of it.
Yeah.
But why is it in a red bag? I mean, he's got to be something decent at CM Punk. You would assume it's something good.
Yeah. We're all just thinking, okay, he's going to be in the match with MJF, and then he's going to take his title out. And it's like, why wouldn't he have done that already?
And is there any way the Elite take on FTR and Punk? Is that one of the matches? I mean, it's still, people are still saying that might be the case. But I'm not sure. I think, do you have Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega 3 there? Or do you do that at Wrestle Kingdom? In the United Kingdom, Will Ospreay should be on that show.
Yeah, I agree with that. Would you have him be put over?
I would have Will Ospreay win that match. But it depends on what Kenny's doing with his contract. And it also depends on what New Japan has planned for Kenny at Wrestle Kingdom. They might want the last match to be at Wrestle Kingdom, be the end all be all there. So I think that's going to, because it is a New Japan title and Will Ospreay is under contract in New Japan, I think it's going to heavily depend on if New Japan wants to give them that match for All In. I think it would cost Tony Khan a lot of money to do that. Like, okay, we're going to have Will Ospreay wrestle here with our championship belt, but you're going to have to give us some kind of compensation a little bit more than normal because we were planning on having this match be one of our premier matches at Wrestle Kingdom, which it would be a semi-main event at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. Most people are tuning in for that.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Now, could you have a fourth one? Do they go a draw over at Wembley? I don't know. I think they've done draws too much lately. I mean, there's been a couple of draws that... Draws. They've had a few draws lately.
Rest in peace, draws.
They just had Adam Cole and MJF go the time limit. They had the hour-long match with Hangman and Bryan Danielson. They had the 30-minute match with Kenny and Danielson. I mean, don't you think those are significant major matches that they've done that a couple times too. I don't think you want to do that at a pay-per-view. I think a time limit draw on a pay-per-view would piss me the hell off. So right now, I mean, is it MJF CM Punk? That would be another one that would be fantastic for the unification of the AEW championship. But what are you doing with MJF and Adam Cole at this point in time?
Right.
Which has been Dynamite. Well, it's been on Dynamite, but it's been very good too. Yeah.
Yeah, I like most of what they do for sure.
Well, what were your thoughts on this past week's segment? Because I know you actually had mentioned that via text that you thought there were some interesting parts.
I liked the whole gym, the whole gym setup there where they were together lifting weights, working out. MJF, I think was I forget how much weight he had on the bench there, but it was quite a bit, and he's just rocking the set out. And then, in between sets, MJF is like being still a jerk, and he's like fat shaming some dude at the gym. And Adam Cole, and it's ironic, and there's some depth to this because people have been guilty of body shaming Adam Cole of all people. Yes. So it was like they're sort of playing right into that. And then of course they edit it in a certain way, and Adam Cole goes and just rocks out the set that MJF did. And hell, Adam Cole already made a reference to him being on steroids of all things. And
yeah.
he's doing the same amount of weight, but yeah, it was
very BTE production, I will say.
Yeah, that. Exactly. And then and then you know what? Like when they came out for the actual tag team match, and MJF is almost like kind of playing his like lackey. It's funny to me. That's like what stole the show. Like the whole entrance and him just like playing into being his buddy and like feeling the boom with him and everything. Like that's other level kind of stuff that I like seeing with these two.
And he's almost like Damian Sandow was with The Miz.
Yeah,
like mimicking everything, you know, and he did his version.
Yeah, it's very similar, actually. That's a great point. And yeah, I really like most of it. I thought it went a little long with like the whole birthday cake and all that. Like I was like, okay, you know, but there were still funny parts to it. But I was like, man, these guys are like really taking advantage of the time there. But they were one of the better parts of Dynamite, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and I think people were entertained by it. And it's kind of like when The Rock does one of his things with Mick Foley back in the day. I mean, I think it was "This is Brock, This Is Your Life." That segment went a little long too, to be completely honest. Yeah. You know, but it's going to be a memorable set, and you can kind of see MJF and Adam Cole almost becoming friends now, slowly but surely. Adam Cole is starting to warm up to him, and I'm sure it's going to end with MJF turning on Adam Cole or vice versa. But that's the thing. What are you doing with MJF and Adam Cole? Are you setting this up? Would they have the audacity to have Adam Cole and MJF headline that All In?
Oh, man.
I mean, I like Adam Cole, and I think they're having a good spot, but I don't think that could be your main event. Maybe All Out. You need something a lot bigger. You need a much bigger deal for All In.
I mean, their draw, that match was really good. But again, have it there. And we're talking about the Wembley show, right?
We're talking All In. We're talking about they already have 75,000 tickets sold.
No offense to Adam Cole, but then again, do you shoehorn CM Punk in here? What just flows better at this point? Because I know I can get a great match out of Adam Cole and MJF for sure.
You can get, but the thing is, you have another pay-per-view for some. I don't get this. They're still doing All Out, another pay-per-view the week after Labor Day weekend.
The week after,
yeah. Oh, they're still doing it. Yeah. Chicago.
Wow,
makes no sense.
Punk will be there.
Well, I'm sure CM Punk will be there in Chicago. So,
do you think the Elite will be there?
I'm assuming they're all going to be there. It's a pay-per-view. But I don't know how you build up two pay-per-views simultaneously. I don't know what they're doing and why they're doing it, because when you put on a pay-per-view, that's some heavy investment. And are people going to want to pay $50 back-to-back weeks for your two pay-per-views? Are both pay-per-views going to be $50 each? That is an insane business situation for AEW, and I really question the wisdom there.
Unless they are on Time Warner on Max at that point.
I mean, we're talking 7 weeks away at this point in time. So if they're going to make that move, it's got to be quick, right?
Well, they would just have to announce it like a few weeks prior.
Well, we're running out of time, folks. But I would like to see, and this is my big thing with AEW, I'd like to see this pay-per-view All In built correctly. Don't have only 2 or 3 matches booked with 2 weeks to go. Let's have 5, 6 matches booked, properly built for this big show. That's what I'm asking. You're 6.5 weeks out now, Tony Khan. Go out there and have a competent build for at least 4 or 5 of your matches. A very good, competent build. That's all I'm asking. And that's the thing. Collision, they're putting the same stars on every single week. So they're all building momentum. I mean, honestly, this stuff with the Bullet Club and Team CM Punk, for me, has been more compelling than the Blackpool Combat Club and versus the Elite overall.
100%. Already.
And it's not because they're doing anything crazy or anything good. They don't have the Anarchy in the arena. They didn't have a couple of different crazy matches. They didn't have all these different spots with an exploding freaking shoe. But they're just competent. They're building it up, and they're cutting decent promos with each other. Who's cutting any promos for the Elite? Why do they hate each other so much? I know why the Blackpool Combat Club fucks with the Elite, because they want to toughen them up. Where's the fire from the Elite? I know Conan just said it this past week, something that I've been echoing for a while. The Bucks just don't look like they're really into it right now, and they haven't looked like they've been into it for 2 years. And I've been saying that for months on this program, and that still continues.
They're on the Mail It In Super Kick Party tour.
And thank you so much for watching High Spots and Cheap Hops. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and have a great day. And here, as always, end it the lesson.